Good morning. You're watching Addis News Hour. I am Zoltan Desalegn, and do stay tuned. Timkat is celebrated colorfully in Addis Ababa the previous day in the presence of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church Patriarch, His Holiness Abune Matthias, Mayor of Addis Ababa Adanechi Abebe, Minister of Culture and Sports Qajeela Merdassa, senior government officials, diplomats, and other invited guests. And the Patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church conveyed a message to the followers of the Church and the rest of the nation, saying that peace is a gift from the Creator and should be cherished.
ሰላማችንና አንድነታችንን እንደገና በፍትህና በእኩልነት
If we are able to maintain the peace we are cheerfully given from the Almighty God, everything will be in its proper place and things will be in normal course. Peace is the gift from God. God is the source of peace. You will get real peace from God. Let's pursue on the gift of God, which is lasting peace and blessings.
The Minister of Culture and Sports, Qajeela Merdassa, said that Timkat should be celebrated and protected as it strengthens social bonds.
የባህልና ስፖርት ሚኒስቴር የሃይማኖታዊ ባህላዊና አገር በቀል እሴቶችን
Ethiopia is endowed with immense cultural, religious and historical heritage, of which the Ethiopian Epiphany is one. The Ethiopian Epiphany, inscribed among intangible cultural heritage of humanity by UNESCO in 2019, attracts many tourists to the country. It is therefore necessary to protect and develop what is good and beneficial for the people's unity and enable the nation to also earn income from the sector. The festival is now a World Heritage and beyond Ethiopia, stressing the need to preserve and protect it.
ትኩረት ሰጥቶ እየሰራ መሆኑን በዚህ አጋጣሚ ለመግለጽ ወዳለሁ።
The mayor of Addis Ababa City Administration, Adanechi Abebe, on her part, said that in order to ensure peace and strengthen solidarity, we should adopt the values of Timkat.
ዘላቂ እንዲሆን ሰላማችን እንዲጸና ፍቅራችን እንዲጠናከር መከባበራችን እንዲዳብር ህብረታችን እንዲፋ
Timkat Epiphany is a celebration to honor the day when Lord Jesus Christ was baptized by the hand of mankind. The festival is being celebrated in the capital since yesterday in line with its religious values through religious chants, worship, togetherness, and hymn.
መተሳሰብና መከባበርን ተላብሰን በጋራ መትጋት ይጠበቅብናል።
Tourists and ambassadors who attended the colorful holy water sprinkling ceremony at Jan Meda expressed their delight at such a unique religious festivity. They also said other tourists should come to Ethiopia in droves and witness the magnificent event of Timkat, symbolizing Jesus' baptism at the River Jordan. Goshu Meliso reports. Take a look.
Timkat, Ethiopia's Epiphany, is one of the highest and holiest holidays in Ethiopian Orthodox Christian calendar and is celebrated on 19th January every year. This year, as usual, it was celebrated enthusiastically with inspiring processions. Priests and ambassadors who attended the Timkat festival expressed they are mesmerized by the celebration of Ethiopia's Epiphany.
Extremely special experience, I think unique to Ethiopia, and it's a big honor to be here today and share this celebration, this big spiritual celebration with Ethiopia.
It's my very first experience with Timkat, and it's very beautiful. I must say that it's first in my life I could see something very similar. Congratulations on this beautiful event and this beautiful holiday, and I really admire all the people here. It's very colorful, full of joyness, and congratulate to it.
It's very touching and very, impressive, and it's a very amazing ceremony. So I can say, Melkam Timkat Lulum Ethiopia well.
Visitors also recommended other tourists to visit splendid celebration of Epiphany.
I was recommended to see the event right here. I brought some friends with me, and they are really happy as I am to be here. It's fascinating that a lot of people are feeling the same as to join us and to be here together and to enjoy it. It's very colorful, very picturesque, and I'm really glad to see that all of them enjoy the event.
The other foreign visitors said beyond the holiday celebrated in unity without any difference, it is also a source of tourism and contributes a lot to the country's economy.
This is a very important holiday. There's no other ceremony like this anywhere in the world. The Ethiopian Tawhid Church is the oldest church, is the original church, I believe, and it's one of the only churches in the world that I know of, possibly the only one that I know of, that's still practicing Christianity as it was during the time of Christ. I see a lot of people from different countries here, so I'm guessing it has a great impact on the economy as far as tourism goes. As far as the social value, the church is always the foundation of social value and community. So it brings people together. It brings people from different countries and different backgrounds together and helps them to understand their culture and come to know Jesus Christ better.
Pledging to visit the other tourist sites in Ethiopia, Agostino Polisho, who came from Italian embassy, said the embassy is working to bolster the long-standing relationship of Ethiopia in Italy.
We have to work day by day, improving relation and understanding each other with culture, like we used to say. We have long-standing relation with Ethiopia. Italy, Ethiopia, you know, have long-standing relations, so we have to continue and to improve. But I will attend others. I would like to go in Gonda, Lalibela, and to see other ceremonies.
Ethiopian Orthodox Christians and Catholic Church celebrated Temgat with various assortments across the nation.
Meanwhile, expats approached by ETV said the Temgat, which blasted with celebrants dressed in white, prominently carrying the flag of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, is a unique and spectacular ceremony that must be preserved. Speaking here the previous day, right by the holy water shower, when thousands of the faithful scrambled for the water, what is believed to have a healing effect, the expats underlined that the values of togetherness and unity emphasized in the Temgat must be replicated in other endeavors of the country. Their views have been compiled. Take a look.
At Epiphany we celebrate the visit of the Magi, the wise men. So to see the baptism celebrated is very different and very, very beautiful for us. Most extraordinary thing, we arrived at dawn and there were very few people and it was cold, and now we have a huge crowd, larger than any football crowd I've ever seen, and it's warm, and we feel very blessed to be here.
Amazing experience. My first Timcat. I live here now, but it's my first Timcat. Well, I served in Germany for a long time. They have a big event called the Kirchentag, which is also hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands. It doesn't have quite the same joy that there is here. This excitement and enthusiasm is wonderful. Yeah.
And the blessing with the incense and with the playing of the drums, all sorts of stuff. It's very overwhelming to a foreigner, but very interesting.
This is very much a religious, cultural, and harmony a very much harmony event. I hope that's more of these in the other parts of the world.
So, yeah, it's my first big event here. It's amazing, like many people here, like amazing atmosphere. It's breathtaking. It even caught my breath. It's amazing here.
The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church Broadcasting Service General Manager Fantahun Muche said the church commemorates Timket to preserve its long-standing cultural and religious legacy that has preserved from generation to generation. The general manager further claims that Timket has consistently been an important festival to attract tourists to Ethiopia. Kasan Jani reports. Take a look.
On the Ethiopian calendar, the Eve of Epiphany falls on the 10th day of January. The celebration observed due to the commemoration of Christ's baptism in River Jordan by Baptist John. The Ark of Covenant, or locally called Tabot, or is reverently carried to the nearby water body, referred to locally as Timkat Bahar, by the priest at the festival's customary ceremony. In an exclusive interview with ETV English, Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church Broadcasting Service General Manager Fantahun Muche stated the church celebrates Timkat every year to preserve the tradition, culture and religious legacy of the religion to the rest of the world.
We celebrate the Christians, especially the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, not only in Ethiopia, but in all over the world where the Ethiopian Church is there. So it is a big feast, it is an outdoor feast. It is a very, very colorful feast. It has theological impacts and also cultural and, holy traditional impacts of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church.
He further emphasized that Timkat, as areas inscribed as intangible world heritage by UNESCO, is considered by the Church to be a common global heritage for all humankind.
It's not only the words of Ethiopian Orthodox Church. It is the words of all human beings. As you know, it has been registered by UNESCO on December 2019 as World Intangible Heritage. So it's not only our words, it is the words of all the human beings, especially the Christians.
In addition to its significance for Ethiopia's religion and culture, Fantahun remarked that Timkat has consistently been one of top tourist destinations in Ethiopia.
First, what we get from the tourists are a very good image building of Ethiopia. So they will witness our tradition, our festival, and what we are doing here, to preserve the ancient tradition of Christianity, not only Ethiopians, but ancient tradition of Christianity. That is the first thing. And the second thing is that, when they come to Ethiopia, the tourists, what I mean, we will have also foreign exchange, or it has an advantage for our economy also.
In an exclusive interview with ETV, foreigners who attended the Timkat celebration applauded its peculiarity and the people's unity. They said the event of Timkat, or Epiphany celebration, is a very wonderful ceremony and something very special. This kind of event is very special among the entire people worldwide. There is a lot that people around the world can learn about peaceful coexistence. Let's take a look at Tigis Sonesa's file compiled by Daniel Kasahun.
My name is Brandon White from Chicago, Illinois. First off, Nkwana Dedesachu, Denachu, happy Timkat. I'm happy to be here. It's a blessing. This is amazing. Something I believe every African origin person should see. I felt something inside that I belonged here. It was a beautiful feeling. Just seeing so much of the people, just the culture, the friendliness, the love, the respect they give. It was, I've never seen anything like it before.
My name is Johan. I'm from Gabon, born and raised, but I actually live in Italy. That's my first time actually being here, and yeah, I really enjoy being here because it's really beautiful. You know, people are really good people. They're welcoming, you know, and they show love, and I really appreciate that, you know. And my experience has been amazing, you know, because I got here actually because of it's actually kind of like my brother now, you know, he's from Chicago, and he made me come here. He told me, man, you got to come. So I did that for the celebration, and also for the little thing you're going to do tomorrow, I think, right by the castle and stuff, the whole celebration, Ethiopian thing in Gondar, because we got in Addis, and we got here for that. And I said, yeah, I can do that, you know, and I really appreciate being here because it's really marvelous seeing all these people doing what they do, and the culture, the traditional attire and stuff, which are wearing and stuff. I really like that.
It's wonderful. I was here 7 years ago for Team Cup, and now it's a pleasure to be here again. It's very different because people in other Christian religion, they celebrate Christmas and Easter, the Holy Weeks. But here, people celebrate, what is the name? Timkat. Timkat. And Timkat is completely different because it's the baptism of Jesus.
It's amazing. It's so beautiful and so moving and so authentic. And we really feel something as if we are part from something that is bigger than us, you know, and it's something that sometimes in the Western world you don't really feel it. You're always by your own, and you're in your home, and here it's so open, and people are amazing, so open-hearted and so welcoming. It's amazing.
Yes, we're coming from Jerusalem and Nazareth, and it is so exciting. I have goosebumps on my body, especially when you sprinkle the water. We find the people here very kind, very pleasant, very intimate. So it's not like watching an experience, it's really experiencing the heart of Ethiopia. I've never seen anything like that, never. And people are so calm and so polite, and so it looks like chaos, but it really has an order. So I've never seen anything like that. It's amazing. I'm really excited.
I think that really what makes it so different is the fact that people are really here. You know what I mean? They don't try to be something else than just being part of this great gathering, you know, connecting to something that is holy, to something that is divine. And sometimes people are, you know, can make it look cheap or not important, but here people really want to be part of something that is bigger and holy, and it's amazing. It's the truth, you know. It's true. It's real, and I don't know. It's really, really special. We have been in a great hotel, so there are really the facilities. And come to meet the people. Whenever we talk to someone, you know, just in the university where we stayed or in the streets, everywhere, everyone was so nice and kind and just wanting to help. So it's really great. Come. And we have never, and we yet not seen the area. We're going to be there just tomorrow and the day after. So I suppose that we are looking forward for the further that we are going to do here.
I want to call the people all over the world, but the people in Israel, to come here to strengthen and to reassure the connection between the two nations, the Solomonic dynasty and Judaism and Christianity. We really felt like people accepting us as brothers, and we really feel like brothers. So thank you for having us here.
Expats approached by ETV expressed confidence in Ethiopia's tourism potential. Reflecting on Timkat, the occasion marking the baptism of Jesus Christ at River Jordan, the expats further underscored that the unique celebration must be preserved and passed on to the next generation. Goshu Melluso once again has compiled their views as follows. Take a look.
Ketera, the Eve of Epiphany was warmly celebrated today at Jan Meda, the big tract of land at Paradise City dedicated to the commemoration of Timkat. Members of various dioceses, clergy, Sunday school students, parishes and the faithful formed a mammoth gathering at Jan Meda, beginning early afternoon, eagerly awaiting the arrival of the replicas of the Ark of the Covenant or Tabot. The priestess wear ceremonial robes during Timkat and are protected by colorful embroidered umbrellas as they are followed in a procession by thousands of pilgrims, singing, drumming, clapping and dancing. The Ark of the Covenant, which plays a central role during Timkat, is a golden wooden chest which contains 2 stone tablets of the 10 Commandments. Timkat or Epiphany is a massive community gathering, an expression of cultural commitment.
This is my 5th Timkat celebration. And I must say that Timkat is very special. So, of course, home in Norway, we have our national holiday. That are a kind of a big outdoor celebration. But I think I have never seen or participated in something that can compare with Timkat. So I think that's very unique and fantastic. It's so colorful and nice.
The procession is led by priestess and cantors, and where the Tabot, a model of the Ark of the Covenant, is brought out. Ketera, which refers to the making of a dam, as it's common to make a dam in place where there is no river, water for the celebration of Timkat. The experts also pointed out that Timkat, which is also a cultural occasion bringing millions of people from all walks of life together, should be preserved.
Tourist potential in Ethiopia is huge. So I think to invite tourists to visit Ethiopia, participate in Timkat, Meskel, etc., is very attractive for the tourist.
The Tabots stay overnight near the water and ceremonies continue throughout the cool air of the night until late morning of the next day.
The residents of Aksum City and its surrounding area said that they are happy to celebrate the Timkat Epiphany together with joy. The Epiphany holiday was celebrated brightly in the historical city of Aksum and other areas of Tigray region. And residents of Aksum and the area who share their feelings to ETV said that they are happy for this year's Timkat holiday is being celebrated after the peace agreement was reached and the points included in the agreement are being implemented. Pilgrims who gathered to celebrate the baptism of Jesus Christ in Aksum and its surroundings and in the other Tigray area expressed their happiness that they celebrated the holiday peacefully after 2 years of war. You're watching Addis News Hour, and we have arrived at the segment of what's been trending so far over the past 24 hours as I'm joined by our staff member, Haptama Shagri. Good morning.
Good morning.
And happy Ethiopian Epiphany.
Thank you very much.
So with that being said, of course, I think we should go straight to the point with regards to what's been happening over the past 24 hours. And let's just obviously talk about with regards to what's been happening yesterday and the day before, which of course is all about the Ethiopian Timkat, or what we call the Ethiopian Epiphany. And with regards to that, I think you have the package, in brief package, with regards to how the local and international media has covered this humongously fascinating historical heritage that has been, of course, inscribed on UNESCO.
Thank you very much. As you have mentioned, there are a lot of issues related within this holiday. I try to see domestic and international media outlets how they are covering Ethiopian Epiphany, locally known as Timkat or Ketera. So yesterday there are a lot of issues related in this regard. A lot of domestic media and the national media outlets are covering how Ethiopians are coming together after difficult times with about 2 years that instability and conflict related with PLF and the federal government of Ethiopia. And the people are coming and showing their interest about how to celebrate Epiphany, that is Timkat. And this holiday is internationally described as an intangible heritage within 2019 by United Nations Education, Science and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. And this heritage is now a heritage of Ethiopia. This heritage is an international heritage that was described by UNESCO. There are a lot of issues related in this regard. International tourists are coming and visit yesterday about how Ethiopians are observing this holiday. And a day after yesterday, there was the eve of Epiphany, locally known as Katara. A lot of the Ark of Covenant, locally known as tabots, are coming in every churches and going into the same places, that is Jameda and other related places in Addis Ababa and across the Ethiopia. And a lot of priests, religious fathers and Sunday school students and clergies and priests are harming religiously and covering the Ark of the Covenant to take this Ark of Covenant into the same places, that is Jameda and other parts of Addis Ababa. And those followers of Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church also celebrating or marking and observing this holiday after difficult times in Ethiopia. And international media outlets also covering these stories, how Ethiopians are coming out of conflicts and observing this international holiday. I mentioned that it's called international media after UNESCO registered this, described as a World Heritage, that is heritage of international organizations. International countries like international, they're accepting this holiday is an international holiday, not only Ethiopian holiday. That's why a lot of tourists are coming and visiting and engaging such kind of religious and ancient holiday of this Epiphany in Ethiopia.
Thank you very much, Habtam, for the brief illustration of what's been trending.
That's my pleasure.
Timkat is an Orthodox Christian occasion to mark the baptism of Jesus Christ in the River Jordan. People travel to Ethiopia to take part in Timkat, which involves processions, singing, and dancing. Spending time in Ethiopia is an excellent way for tourists to get an insight into the religion, culture, and traditions of the African nation. One of the most important festivals on the Ethiopian calendar, Timkat, is celebrated across the country. Tourists in Ethiopia during Timkat are treated to 3 days of festivities.
I'm in Ethiopia and first day here, and so I never seen a big ceremony like this before.
That's I think it's a good sign to the world. I noticed, I read it in the newspaper. I think it's very important to support these kind of rituals, because we have to pass them on to the next generation.
Timkat falls on the 19th of January, 20th on leap years. Preparations called Katara begin the day, and the full event lasts for 3 days. Timkat commemorates Christ's baptism and takes place over 3 days. The most important day is the 19th of January, and this is when the blessing of water and the reaffirming of baptism vows to take place. There's also an interesting culture of throwing lemons, usually by youth. A person of the opposite sex throws lemon by way of expressing his slight love. If the person on whom the lemon is thrown says they're okay with it, then a romantic relationship develops.
A recap of the top stories once again. Epiphany, Ethiopian Timkat holiday celebrated all over the country the previous day. Thank you all for watching Addis News Hour. I'm Zoltan Desalegn, and have a great day ahead.